G'day folks, we're having a look at some of the quality of life changes that they made for Ascended, which is specifically around the dung beetle, the oviraptor, and I guess the pipe work that we actually use for the farming. And if you're interested in sticking around and having a look at some of the shenanigans that I got up to in setting up my farm and getting the dung beetles, feel free to stick around. Otherwise, we'll start off with all the good stuff and then leave the let's play for the end. And the main thing that they've actually done is they've allowed the creatures to collect their items within a certain radius. So the dung beetle will collect poo and the oviraptor will collect eggs, and the radius with which they actually pick them up is dependent on level. Now the other features that they have, like where it converts the poo into fertilizer and where the oviraptor has a egg laying bonus, you'd still need to have the creatures on wander to be able to actually have those features work, but the actual collection itself you don't need to actually have them on wander. So yeah, at least with the dung beetles you can still build your nice little pen, you can put them in there, have them on wander, and they will pick up the poo in the local area and then they'll just start converting that into fertilizer. I have noticed that the weight, they can just keep collecting, right? So they'll go overweight and they'll just keep going and going and going. So it turns out that the stats that you have on your dung beetles is fairly irrelevant now. It's all purely based on the level. And so how far is the distance they're actually working? Based on a rough calculation that I've actually been looking at, basically 22.5 times the level will equal the unreal units in terms of a distance, and 300 unreal units will equal 1 foundation in game. And so some of the ones that you can actually equate that to, so a level 400, which is kind of the max that it actually caps out at, will be 9,000 unreal units, which will be 30 foundations. So that's a pretty good radius in terms of the distance that they can actually pick things up, but that's a max level creature. And if we actually divide that by 3 to work out what the approximate level will actually be, around about a level 133 creature will get you a 3,000 unreal units, which will then be approximately 10 foundations. Down here we have the new pipe work. So there is actually no pipe going up there. I've just simply put an intake here in the water. And what you have is you can actually show the range of these things now. And so you can actually see anything that would have been built inside that dome will actually get the water fed to it directly just from that intake. So you don't actually need pipework anymore. Not actually even a blueprint or Ingram. So you don't even have to worry about using them anymore. But what I've also then done is to extend the network I've built, the reservoirs. Cool, so this reservoir is irrigated from down there, but how did it manage to do that? Well, if we show the range of the reservoir, we can actually see that it's more of a cylinder rather than a dome. And so the cylinder, which is that range all the way around there, actually travels all the way down and connects with that dome, effectively making this thing irrigated. And I built a second one so that this one's actually drawing from that one over there, and it then progresses further under my base to provide the irrigation all the way over. What we end up having is these taps. So these taps don't actually have any pipe work underneath them. If I pick up my ceiling, we can see there's no actual pipes joining underneath there at all. I'll put my wood back down. But yes, it's got flowing water because they're actually drawing irrigation from those reservoirs. And so you don't need to worry about your pipe work anymore. Everything is kind of just interconnected depending on whether you've set up your water network well enough. This is actually saying that it's irrigated, which is a little bit surprising. I would have thought I'd still need to actually build a tap, but I don't. So as long as you build your crop plots within the irrigation zone of your reservoir, it then just gets water. And it makes, I guess, clean, easy builds. You just got to make sure you have your network of reservoirs where you need it, and then yeah, off you go. Alright, here we are, we're over at the central cave. The map now so wonderfully actually tells us exactly our location. Don't need a GPS anymore. 4046 Central Cave. That's probably one of the easiest and the shortest caves. I've gone and tamed myself a baryonyx and tamed a couple, and I've bred this one up so that I've got it imprinted. And the reason why the berry is so good is it fits. It's a skinnier creature and a little bit of a shorter creature. As a result, it can actually fit through the caves quite comfortably. And I have to jump off to actually show this, I guess. In the options here, it'll eat fish when it is on low health. So as long as you have fish in its inventory, it tends to actually be a lot hardier in terms of being able to regenerate some health and things like that. This is a fairly linear cave. I mean, it's got a few little twists and turns, but ultimately, as long as you keep forging on, you will get to the end. And yeah, we're here because, as you would have seen at the start of the video, which I'll edit around later on, we're looking for dung beetles. Actually, finding a little bit strange why there wasn't any creatures, but I can hear them around the corner. Yeah, I haven't actually been in here yet on Ascended. Shush. Come on, Helena. Uh-oh. Well, that was certainly a bit of chaos for a cave that I was never expecting to have. Alright, I've got all kinds of nasty stuff. Alright, let's back up. All because of that bloody note. I went looking for the option to try and turn off the talking when you close the note. There is actually an option for it somewhere. Jeez, I've got good equipment, but there's not much of it left. Jeez, it kept me alive though. Whew. The Baryonyx is doing alright too. Yeah, the Baryonyx is not that low health. Right, we've got our first potential prize just around the corner actually. I saw it. Yeah, there it is there. Alright, you have that for the moment. We'll take a couple of them. What level is this? Is it going to be a good level? 24 is not that great. 54 is better. There's lots of them. 24, 24. Alright. Well, we might grab this one at the very least. 37%. Now, I don't remember if I fiddled my settings for these ones or not, but I believe it should get hungry quicker than the default. Because I've changed it so that the passive creatures, it should get hungry faster and it should have its passive thing quicker. Yeah, that was pretty quick. 99%. I don't think we want to use another large poo. We'll use a medium one. And boom. We have our first dung beetle. Well, this is going to be fun trying to actually get them back. Can I ride a creature? Yeah. Alright. Well, we're going to just have to ferry them back to the entrance, where they can't get attacked by creatures, and then somehow I'm going to need to try and take them back to my base. Nice. A couple of Ascendant saddles. Goodness gracious me. There was a little piranha hiding somewhere. Yeah. Very good. Gotta love the Barry though. Stupidly resilient mount. Can jump. It's can obviously heal itself by eating fish. Fits in all the caves. Very, very happy with it. Now what did we get? We got a it's a Gallimimus saddle. Of course. I do need to tame a Gallimimus just so I can get the achievement for taming everything. But I'm not going to be really using that anytime soon. Ooh, hello. There's a Megalosaurus. Oh, and a 168 dung beetle. Ooh. Oh, there's a snake. It's kind of stuck. Hello. Goodbye. My goodness, it died so quick. Alright, we gotta wake this guy up because I don't want to kill the dung beetle. Come on then. Ooh, you got a few hit points on you. 138. Ooh. Okay. We're sorted. Alright. Let's kick this off then. 168 sound beautiful. The higher level these guys are, as I probably would have already said in the other part, the bigger the range that they actually collect poo. So having a high level one is going to be fantastic. Nice. Level 249. Well, that turned out brilliantly. And now we've got to backtrack all the way where we came from. Hopefully not run into any more creatures. Deposit this guy. And then come back and finish off the cave, I guess. The usual chaos by the artifact exists still. Just clean all this junk up. There's another note here that I'm going to have to listen to. Finally it's all stopped. There's a there's another 168. I don't know if I have enough poop. Let's get rid of this noise. We get ourselves an artifact. Very good. And I guess we see if we can tame this with our medium poop. Okay, success. We can. There's another one there. Oh, it's 162. I think I'll leave that. If I need more, I'll come back and get that. But I've got 2 high level ones now. You coming to get me or not? Okay. So yes, we have 2 quite high level ones, which is very, very handy. There's only 1 drop in there. Normally there's 2. It's a bit unfortunate. Right, hello. Only green. Sarco saddle. And another Ascendant slingshot. Why an Ascendant slingshot? Yeah, well. That's fine. Okay, so what I think I will do, if I carry one of these back now, and I bring the Argent back over, the Argent can carry one in its claws, and I can carry the other one in the saddle. So that should get us out of trouble and get them all back ready for setting them up. And yeah, that's probably where I'll end up putting at the start of the video. But that's okay. Level 102, that's not good enough. It did say that it had... Oh, hello. So where's the other one? That looks a bit better. Nice. So yes, I got lucky and actually found one. The main problem I actually have is that I would love to get a higher level one, but I can't get a higher level one because I don't have the eggs yet. I need much, much better eggs. It should be much better if I had like a giga or something like that. Okay, it's down. That didn't take much at all. But here I've got trike eggs, and I do have a Diplo egg, so I mean the Diplo egg probably will be the best thing for it. Yeah, don't really know. We'll just chuck a bunch on there, and we'll see what happens. Okay, what egg did you eat first? It was the Diplo egg, right? Yeah. As you can see, I mean, that did, what, a quarter? A quarter's not too bad, but that was probably the best egg that I actually had to be able to give it. Okay, that was very similar. Actually, well, I'm guessing basically, yeah. Okay, so that was the Baryonyx egg. 24% for a Barry and a Diplo. That's also about 24. Isn't it? 48. No, it's not. It's actually, yeah, it's less. Okay, but it is going to get there, so we'll be alright. Okay, there's an egg down there. Are you going to pick it up? Well, it looked like it did it. The only problem is it's so low level that the range on that one is just woeful. I definitely need a much higher one to be able to do anything with that. We need to wait for the fertilizer. Possibly while we're waiting for the fertilizer, I might go off and see if I can find some low-level female Uranus, or possibly even if I can get a low-level male and female. That will work the best. And then we'll have the creatures for actually making the eggs. We'll have the farm for getting our crops. I probably will still need to get a bee. So I can get a queen bee so we can get some honey. And if I can get all of that, then I will be making kibble. And that will put us into a very good spot. And I won't have to worry about taming so many low-level creatures. I can start looking for the highest ones and get the best effectiveness possible. So, while we wait for fertilizer, let's go and see if we can find a Uranus. Wow, that's about as low as it can get, I guess. Come over here. I think I hit it. Yeah. It's a bit hard to tell whether I'm succeeding here or not. That looks good. It's a dirty, crazy method. Obviously, you wouldn't do this with a high level one, I imagine, and it'd be disastrous to try and tame it on the fly like that. But it works. They've changed it slightly as well. It used to be that once the torpor running occurred, they just took off and just kept going. But now it seems that when the torpor kicks in, they do run off a bit, but then immediately come back, and I do like that. Because it was always a pain when your tames ran away from you, and it makes this kind of taming actually worthwhile doing. You find yourself a little platform to shoot off, and they just keep coming back to you. Alright, we have the ridiculously low level male, and it just got very, very dark. Alright, there's another one. Let's get up here and have a look at what level it is. Okay, what are you? A female, and it's level 6. We have exactly what we need. Now let's knock this thing out, and well, it's a pretty bad spot here. Where did it go? Oh, I can hear it. It's I can't see anything in this fog. Gosh, this is nasty. Oh, there it goes. Oh, and there it is. It's halfway down the cliff. Alright, well, I guess we need to get ourselves set up and see if we can knock it down on the cliff. Now that I had my Uranus, it was time to visit the redwoods and find myself some honeybees. Hey, I can see one over there. Alright, I'm going to try a method that I used in Ark Survival Evolved, and I got lucky. I built a little hut around the beehive, and when I broke it open, the bee was stuck inside. So we're going to give that a go again, and see if it was a fluke, or whether I can do it again. Alright, here goes. Last hit. Boom. Where'd it go? Did it not have one in it? Or maybe it fell behind the wall. Oh well, looks like we're searching for another hive. Oh, hello, there's one there. Now, the question is that the one that I broke open, Or is that one of those wild ones that you can occasionally find now? I'd like to assume that it was the one that I actually chopped out. It makes a lot more sense. Like when I broke it open, maybe it fell down the inside of the tree, like it got meshed. I don't know. But we got it. Just got to get up there and feed it some flowers. Come on, eat it, eat it. Eat, eat, eat. Alright, we got it. Nope. 67%. Alright. Oh, bees, go away. Oh, there's the queen. Come on. E. Done. Nice. Oh, that was messy. Successful, but messy. It's kind of like the first time as well. But, you know, it's done now. Apparently that method works. In inverted commas, works. Doesn't matter, I got one. Well, I think I'll call it there. I have everything I could possibly need now for kibble. We've got the farming, we've got the honey, we have sap, and we have Uteranus eggs. Everything you could possibly need to make the extraordinary kibble. And I guess after that, I'll need to take my baryonyx, we'll go and do some more caves. While I'm doing the caves, I'll need to search for some nice creatures like some really high level theries, and we'll start looking to build an army to do the bosses while we're doing the caves at the same time. Alright, well thanks for listening in. Let me know what you think down in the comments. Drop me a like if you can, and I will catch you in the next one. See you later.